Americas, founded in 1325. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Mexico City Diablos. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Breida. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. He's got daylight. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he will score. It's a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Here we go. Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Smith catches left side. And down he'll go at the 25. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Right back to him on 1st down. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Fields. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kenyon Drake, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here now the offense heading back out there. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big run there by Johnson. 48 yards on the ground. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Steps away to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Howell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
The gun. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Smith. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. And he missed it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They run with Breida. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A good comeback there after the penalty. 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards on the play. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They're going to look to throw. He goes underneath to Drake. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up a throw. Eight yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Gone, 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 gone. Gone, 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 gone.
Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Green 39.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He dumps it off to Drake. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone. Leopard, leopard.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. This quarterback now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. He may try and run for this. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back here right after this. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Bullock will put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
Lucky 56.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Returnable for Lockett. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Try to sit on a lead and play that way. That doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. That's caught at the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got Smith here. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Leopard! No, check. Patriot! Now let's go! 3-19!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Leopard!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 33. And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So you wonder what's going on in that head right about now. That's 2 missed field goals for him now, and this one should have been no problem.
For an NFL kicker, you're thinking 97, 98% from this distance, and this one somehow fails to go through. And that's 3 points you just absolutely have to count on getting.
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Gone!
Now on 1st down, Drake again. Room to run past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense about ready to take over again. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Looking to throw. Flushed out right. This is Johnson. He's got it. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a 1st down as well.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Dumping it off for Johnson. So he got 3 at 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Back to throw here. Over the middle to Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Underneath for Johnson. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Being chased out left. And they'll get him down here at the 23. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Just keeping the play alive. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now back out comes the offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the Niners. 52 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions have plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They'll set up to throw. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
I know a field goal ties it, but I'm not just tempted to go for it. I say do it. At this spot of the field, go get the touchdown.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, able to drop him for a loss of a couple. They'll set up a throw. Buying time to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now it's Breida. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Niners. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Elliott now to kick this one away. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
the shotgun. He'll look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Smith catches left side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher for guys trying to get to the football.
He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, look at 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On the give, this is Drake. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Here we go. Here we
They'll look to throw here on first down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's got this down to the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both, because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. This will be caught about the 5. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue. Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. This is Breida. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. And before this play happens, we're going to get a timeout here.
as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Detroit! Detroit!
They run again with Breida. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now it's Lockett. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the 49ers, they pick up win number 7 on the year. And now it's off to the airport for a date with